don't dance. We lean with a rock with a house.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking you to especially touch our sister Hillary Williams. Because she is on one today, Lord. Lord, please touch her mouth as she lead this podcast tonight. Touch me and Brittany so we can have patience to deal with her. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Come on in. Y'all need to grow up.
You're on mute.
Week 6 of You're on Mute.
Yes.
Hey, I'm hosting today, guys.
Okay.
Are you
What you
excited?
got for us?
So I feel like last week I really enjoyed. Nick, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you did a great job.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
got that food. So today is gonna be heavier than normal.
Oh, and I chose today not to have no beverage today. Lord, I think I need to go in the kitchen.
Let's all give Brittany a round of applause, guys, because every week she come on here with a Modelo and she don't have one this week.
This, you know what? That ties into what we're gonna talk about. You're an addict.
You
Look,
smoke crack, don't you?
That y'all, I sent me a TikTok earlier this week, and that girl responded and said, "You smoke crack, don't you?"
yeah, she said the same thing to me.
She out of control. She out of control.
Because I chose to come home and get me a little extra sleep. I'm on
Brittany,
crack.
if I was you,
Oh,
I wouldn't even bring it up because you
I,
know me and Hillary
I
is
would
gonna
probably let that one go.
dig in your ish.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cause you really I called the people, but anyway, we'll talk about it.
Wouldn't even respond.
The baby, you dead wrong for that, Brittany, for real. And I called them people for real.
Sickening. Okay, okay.
Shit.
So either way, y'all go through say name, age, and like what field you work in. I'm Hillary. I'm 32 and I work in social services.
Brittany, I'm 32 and I am in healthcare.
I'm Tanisha. I'm 32, and I do a lot of things.
Okay. All right. So our icebreaker for today
Oh
is
Lord.
it's easy. Well, it's not easy. It's nosy, but you know. It's what is the most rebellious thing you've ever done? No, now everybody want to be quiet.
In our adult years,
It don't matter. It could be something serious. It could be something funny. Just what is the most rebellious thing you've ever done?
just off the top of my dome, I never forget one time, um, my mama had went. I was in high school. My mama had went to Atlanta. That's when my mama had moved to Atlanta, and I stayed, of course, with my sister Courtney because it was my senior year, so I wasn't finna go to no Atlanta, and she had got married, so I was living with my sister Courtney, and I was dating my kid's dad at the time, and my mama already know Courtney a heavy sleeper. It got to be an act of God to wake Courtney up. Courtney let me go to my boyfriend's house, and my mama started blowing my phone up. I guess it was like a mother's intuition or something. She knew I was up to something I ain't had no business. Like I was finna stay the night with him, like what I did. So my mama calling, blowing me up, blowing me up. So I'm trying to call Courtney. I'm like Courtney. I'm like she in a not she dead sleep. So I call Run. And Ron was like, she sleep, Brittany. I said, Ron, we got to think of something. So I asked my mom, I was like, do you want to just talk to Ron or whatever? She said, no, I want to talk to Courtney because my mama knowing I ain't at home. I ain't at Courtney house. She said, now don't make me get in this car and come and come from Atlanta to wherever I think Courtney's living in Spanish Fort or something like that. But moral of the story, we ended up getting Courtney on the phone. Like I ended up three-waying her on the phone, like pretending like I was shaking her, like Courtney, Mama wants you. Courtney, wake up, Mama wants you, or whatever. And then she ended up talking to Mama, and he went in there and made me a candlelight dinner, and we went to sleep and stuff. Yeah, that was I never did that again. I was so scared. I was tossing and turning all night. I was looking out the window and I was scared that my mama was gonna come pull up and come find me or something. But that was the first and last time I ever played with Frankie like that, and I was a senior in high school. Yeah,
Wow.
but I did that. I'll be a hot and ass.
That's where it all started.
I think the most rebellious thing I've ever done was I might have been a senior too, and I was staying with my grandma, and she ain't like the friends I was hanging with. She ain't like some of the stuff I was doing, and I had to go home and hear every day. So this particular day, I knew she was going. First off, I had already had the master plan, so I knew once she came in and started with me, I had something for her ass. This this particular day, I came in and she started in with all that rah rah. So y'all know what I had did? I had went and signed a lease at Arbor Gates Apartments. And I didn't tell nobody but my mom. I said, Mom, look, I'm moving out, but I ain't telling grandma. Woo. So this particular day, I was ready for her to start. So she started, and I looked at her with the most serious face, and I said, oh, by the way, I'm moving out tomorrow. When I tell y'all that lady could have, she could have
Big
defecated bricks.
nails. Yeah.
She could have defecated bricks, y'all. I was like, oh, by the way, I'm moving tomorrow. Like, I'm not gonna keep on putting up with this. I'm an adult. Like, and yeah, I think that, baby, that felt good to me. That felt good to my
Mm,
soul. Do you hear me?
And by the way, I'll be out your shit tomorrow.
Exactly.
okay, that's good. Like I was trying to think about this for me, and I'm not very rebellious in the fact that I would never agree to doing something I'm not gonna do anyways. So if I had to guess, it would be like we were young. We were like 21, 22. And it was New Year's Eve. And my grandma texted me, and she was like, hey, it's going to be foggy and rainy tonight. I really don't think you need to go out, that type of time. Mind you, I moved out the day after graduation from high school. So, so she sent me that text message, and I said, okay, maybe we was at the club. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it, babe. I was gonna go do me a little 1-2, and I did that 1-2. We got home safely. We got some stories about
Period.
that, but we got home safely in one piece. And yeah, so that's probably the most rebellious thing that I've ever done. My family ain't really like that. Like they just be like, do your thing. It's probably one of the only times in adulthood she was like, I don't think you should do XYZ. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But yeah. All right. So after that, I have this thing I want to read. So I'm on my MacBook, but I need to minimize y'all because it's have y'all ever seen those Reddit stories and it's like, am I the asshole for XYZ?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do a Reddit segment, y'all. We're gonna read this Reddit post and it's, am I the asshole? Okay. It's not too long, but yeah. So, am I the asshole for wanting to go to the funeral of a girl that I helped get addicted to drugs? I'm 26, I'm clean and I'm sober from heroin for 3 years. I was also a piece of crap and I used to deal for a while. I managed to get with this beautiful girl named Marcy when I first got into drugs. She knew who I was, but she loved me for me. I will regret this for the rest of my life, but I was the first person who shot Marcy up for the first time. After that, there was no stopping her. After that, there was no stopping her. She snuck around and did heroin and got drugs from other dealers besides me. A year ago, she reached out to me on Facebook to let me know that she was clean and sober for a few months. I have been clean and sober for 3 years. Last week, I got a call from my sister who told me that she saw on Facebook that Marcy had OD'd and there was a funeral service coming up this Thursday. I immediately just burst into tears because I felt guilt for being the first one to ever give her the drug. I want to go to the funeral service for her, but I'm afraid that my presence would not be wanted. At most, I would just like to sit in the back, pay my respects, and leave. I need to do this for myself. Am I the asshole for wanting to go to her funeral? What do y'all think?
I don't think so. Because, for an example, let's say, okay, say I had a friend and I wasn't a drinker, and they was, and we started hanging out. Okay, I started taking shots. Okay, like, I'm still an adult. I didn't have to take that. Like, even though, y'all was doing it, like, peer pressure is, adult peer pressure is one thing, but also you gotta have a mind of your own. Like, you gotta, and so, where, now, granted, if he would have, he or she, was it a he?
It was a he. He was date. They started dating.
Okay, so when he introduced it to her, then she got clean. I feel like, that's it for you.
Well, she got
That
hooked.
part.
He introduced it to her. She did it for a couple years. They ended up breaking up. He got clean and sober. She was a couple months sober when she reached out to him on Facebook, and they just had. He said basically a casual conversation is what I got from it. And then it was a couple months later, his sister called and was like, "Hey, Marcy OD'd. I'm assuming off of heroin." And so, yeah, he felt guilt for being the first one to ever shoot her up.
I mean,
It that makes me question, why do females or males feel the need to get on drugs just because your partner on drugs, like, or any substance drink, like, why why do, because I know people personally that have done that, like, they partner or they boyfriend will be snorting powder and all of a sudden they start snorting. Can we say snort powder on you? They
I think we can on here, but I think for TikTok they gonna mute us. TikTok hate us. They always mute us, so we need to say like booger
booger
sugar.
sugar, booger sugar. So, like, I've known people that, I mean, like, not in my immediate circle, but I've heard of stories of people, like, they man do booger sugar, so they get on booger sugar. Like, why is that a thing? Like, ain't no way my man finna say, "Here go a bag. I do this, so you do it." Man,
but I'm, first of all, me personally, I don't want to be with nobody that got no habit like that, like a
That's
strong
exactly
habit
what I
like
was gonna
that.
say.
Like,
It wouldn't be an option for me.
like,
I'm up out of there.
weed, I
and
can deal with it. Well,
also,
I
like,
don't want to deal with weed
yeah,
me either.
yeah. I
But
mean,
I'm gonna say this: sometimes people be sneaking and geeking, and you
for
don't
sure,
know.
for
And
sure.
so, like, for in that case, like, if you thinking your partner, you know what I'm saying, is just drinking on the weekends, but really they playing in booger sugar, and you don't have no idea. That's not on you. But to know and to willingly get with somebody that's on booger sugar, like, that wouldn't be me.
mm,
But
For
I feel
sure.
like Brittany said, we're all adults. We all make our own decisions.
Hmm.
And I feel like he should go to the funeral to pay his respects. But I also, like, because he said she got clean and then she started sneaking and geeking.
mm-hmm,
So that when she died in OD, that ain't really on him. Like, yeah, he introduced it to her, and yeah, they both got clean, and then she started sneaking and geeking on her own. So I don't really feel like, I feel like he could still go to the funeral. But I also feel like, if you whatever you do is that's your business, don't bring nobody else into that. Like, if you
Right.
want to be an addict, okay, fine. Who cares? That's your business, it's your life, it's your body. But don't get with somebody that don't do it and then say, "Hey, I do this. How about you try it?" And then get them addicted. Like, that's low
mm-hmm,
down.
yeah,
Yeah. And from another point of view, like if let's just say that was my child and I knew that you gave my daughter that dope for the first time and I see you sitting at the back of the funeral, oh baby, I'm tearing down everything. Cause why are you here?
mm-hmm,
So I really feel like it could go both ways. But I know like as a mom, if that were me, or even as a family member, if I knew that you put my sister in addiction or you led her to that addiction, I'm gonna probably have some anger towards you, especially if that's not an area that I'm healed from. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I
Yeah, and,
can
like,
see it both ways. Like,
yeah,
yes, go to the funeral.
as humans, like, of course we're gonna feel that type of way. Like, if I know for a fact you was giving my XYZ drugs, and I'm be like, while you doing it. But also on the flip side of that, that's how they feed their family. And they ain't got a gun to your head saying, do this drug. They just
Hmm.
selling it and you coming to buy it. So you know what I'm saying? But I guess it could really go both ways.
Yeah. I want y'all to sound off in the comments below and let us know what y'all think. Like, I would say that he don't need to go to the funeral. That would be my answer. Like a lot of the times, it's been funerals just recently where like people I've known who have passed away. And depending on the relationship, I feel like I don't need to go to the funeral to pay my respects to you. When you were here on earth, I treated you right. We were on good terms. So sometimes you don't even need that funeral.
But in the message in the post he said for him, I guess
Yeah,
for
he
his
did say
own
that.
personal closure. So you know what I'm
Well, he ain't
saying?
getting none.
And granted, and
I mean,
I also
we
feel
could probably
like,
look at the update and see if he actually went, but
okay, you know, you introduced her to this, you got clean, why not help her? Even though y'all did break up, why not, extend the branch and try to help her get clean also? And you know that you were the reason, part of the reason why she strung out. Or when she, did come to you and tell you that you were clean, why not give her some of the resources and some of the help that you took, to stay clean for all these years? And she only been, the first few months are crucial. So
for
why
sure.
not give her some of those resources and stuff so she can get clean and stay clean too? So,
Yeah.
And I feel like women, I'm gonna talk to women. If y'all got somebody that's y'all find out doing drugs or whatever, love yourself enough to walk away. If that's not what
Get
you do
about
now,
it.
if that's what you do, hey, y'all do it together. But if that's not what you do and you find out that your partner doing it, love yourself enough to walk away because like you don't have to put up with that. Even like as something as simple as smoking. I hate cigarette smoke, y'all. Like
hmm
old cigarettes burn like they just. And so, like, even if it's something as simple as smoking cigarettes, if you don't like smoking cigarettes and your partner smokes cigarettes,
But again, that goes back to us. We discussed this a couple weeks ago. Like, you need to choose your partner wisely. Like, just stop getting with any other Joe Blow. Cause you telling me you didn't know he was smoking them stinking ass cigarettes?
not cigarettes is more noticeable, but like booger sugar, like sometimes niggas really be on that booger sugar and people
For
don't
sure.
know. Like they
hmm
be really sneaking and geeking.
For sure. For
And
sure.
I be bamboozled to find out. I be like,
it's like a secret society. And look, y'all, to the world, I'm not saying
Secret
anything.
society is crazy.
It's like a secret society. Listen, I ain't got nothing against nobody that want to play in booger sugar. That's your business. It's your prerogative. What I'm simply saying is, I don't play in booger sugar, and I don't want my man playing in booger sugar. And what anybody else do is out of my control.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. It's not something I would engage in, nor would I want my partner to engage in. Out of there.
Right. But if that's what you do, then it's your business because you spending your money. I can't tell you how to spend your money. You work for your money, you spend it how you want to.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? But I personally don't do that, and I don't want my partner playing around in it. Cause that's just not what we're gonna do. Cause then you're gonna go from just playing around in it to stealing my shit to go pay for it. No, sir.
hmm come home. What the hell my Balenciaga say? Right.
Hey, gold mine, babe.
Right. Like I got
God,
some expensive stuff in here. You done
gone.
went sold it to get some booger sugar?
Dead.
Man, come on.
Yeah, we're good. So that little segment leads us into our main topic, which is just drug addiction. I feel like we probably discuss this outside of this podcast at least like once a week, and we be like, they got to get off that stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much happening. So I feel like it'd be safe to say that each of us have dealt with someone in addiction, like whether that's a family member, close, immediate family, just whatever. We have dealt with people in addiction. So, like, my first question is like, what were the signs? Like, how did you know? You don't have to say the person's name. Please don't say the person's name. But how did y'all know? Like, was there a sign?
And it's about anybody that we know that has
I think
um
like mood swings for me. Like
Mm.
mood swings. Like you 1 minute you cool, 1 minute you like you just can flip so fast because you need a high.
Mm,
Oh, you're an addict.
mhm. Mhm.
Mine is like the physical things, like not making eye contact. Like and this is like from, a person that, we the not making eye contact. And then this is somebody, that we chop it up every day. We used to chop it up every day. And then it got to the point where the video calls would stop, like the phone calls would stop, but it would be just only texting. Like I wouldn't let me see your face.
Mm.
Um, and stop coming around. And then when I did, see them, it was in and out. Like, can't stay and kick it with y'all, got to go. Like, because really, like, you don't want to be around us. We ain't got what you want. Like, it doesn't matter who I am, but this is more important to me than being over here, doing what y'all doing at a cookout or something like that. Like, I want
Mhm.
to be over here. And so it was the physical, it was the body language, like the leg shaking and everything. And I was like, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna take mine pretty far back. But I just know that when you in addiction, like you're gonna slip up. Like you're going to
Mm-hmm.
like, and so we all have intuition. I feel like we all are pretty good about listening to our intuition. So that coupled with like they are going to slip up, something it is indisputable is going to rear its head. And so that was probably one of the first times I was like, oh, this ain't right. Like, I know a drug is involved here. Like,
And
obviously
also, like a a big flag is like the company you keep. If you hang around a bunch of crackheads,
you probably smoking crack.
smoke crack, don't you? Listen, no, but like you know what I'm saying. Like they say, birds of a feather flock together, and to an extent, that is true.
Right.
Because like I personally can be around people that smoke weed or do the things, and I don't do that. But also, like I have self control, but usually birds flocking together, like they doing the same thing. So if you mean to tell me all your homeboys smoking crack or snorting pot or whatever they doing, and you mean to tell me, oh, I'm just there, I ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How sway? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another thing. Money not being accounted for. Where the money going? You getting paid every week, but you can't tell me where the money going. You ain't got no money when the payday come. Like it's a bunch of stuff that could be a sign of drug addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't beat, like, for an example, smoking weed and stuff that don't bother me. But I have been around, people that that did some stuff, and it makes me uncomfortable because I don't know if it's a bad batch, you finna spaz out, you finna pass out, you finna and then I like to ask questions. I be saying, how many times you got to do that to get to where you got to go?
Brittany,
Like,
I remember you was telling us about somebody who did some sugar around you,
mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Are you judging?"
Yeah. Baby,
Yeah,
now I'm asking
yeah.
questions. I just want to know how many times you got to do that. We got to go. Shit, you holding us. Hell, you holding us up. We got to go. And then it's like, and when they do it, y'all, they don't even have no shame when they get to that point. Like, they have no shame. Like, like we, at this time, like, we didn't even hang out like that. Like, we wasn't close like that. Like, it was a bunch of us, and you sitting at the kitchen table and you just gonna do that with all of these folks here? But that led me to believe it's more people in this house that do this with you. Don't worry
Mm.
about it. I'm finna go, baby. And I'm taking all my belongings with me.
I've never been around somebody
Me
knowing
either.
that they were doing something like that, anything harder than marijuana. So I that's a blessing to me.
Me too. And if I have been around somebody that was doing it, they was leaving my presence, going behind something and doing it real quick and coming back. Like I didn't know about it. I don't want to know about it, and they respected me enough to not do it in my face.
Exactly. Yeah. So, is there any particular moment for y'all, like a memorable moment that you'll never forget that was due to like drug addiction, like somebody else like being addicted?
I have some stories, but they're patient stories,
Mm,
like of drugs, and so not personally. Like I don't like nobody's. I done had some crazy stuff happen, but not just like something that's like bizarre. But patient stories, oh yeah, oh yeah. I've had some crazy patient stories.
yeah. For me, I can recount some things that have been told to me, but I don't have any personal stories where I was like, this is a traumatic event and it is at the hands of somebody who's on drugs. So I don't have that. That's, Brittany.
I can't think of one that would be appropriate to share. Given that it was a family member, so I don't have one that
Right.
I said.
I do have one, but I ain't gonna go too much into details. But it was some stuff going on, and never mind. I ain't even gonna talk about it on camera because I might. It's incriminating. Because I let's just move on.
Let's move on. All right. All right. What's the hardest part about loving somebody in addiction?
Knowing when to let go, knowing when to stop trying, knowing when to stop giving pep talks, knowing when to stop helping, knowing when to just stop. Like, because it's so hard. Like, it really is, especially when it's somebody close to you, you know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so knowing when to stop answering them phone calls, knowing when to stop sending $20 because you need gas when you ain't even got no car, or knowing when to stop sending money for XYZ and you not that's not even the case. Like, knowing when to stop answering the jail phone calls, like knowing when to stop, trying to help you get into these rehab facilities, and like just knowing when to stop, because it's like if you always being that crutch, like as soon as they go to, relapse, they know, oh, so and so got me all, so if anything happened, they got my back. Knowing when to stop being that crutch and to stop helping, like, and it's a really hard and big thing, like, but it got to be done, because if not, they're just gonna keep doing it and
I
keep
feel
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
like people that use drugs usually are very manipulative and they play a lot of mind games. So to know how to maneuver around that and not fall victim to their mind games is very important
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna just say my daddy dead, but he was in addiction. And it you just gotta learn how to not fall victim because they gonna play some mind games.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna manipulate. They gonna be narcissistic. They gonna make you feel bad. They gonna make you feel like you're the only person they got. And so then you go to
Mhm.
thinking like, dang, if I let them go, if I don't do this, I'm the only person they got. So then you know what I'm saying. And you go to feeling guilt and all this stuff. And when in reality, that's all part of the plot. Like they know what they're doing.
They
They
do.
know that if they tell you you all I got, the three of us, I can speak for us specifically, all have good hearts. We all have our flaws, but we all have good hearts and we look out for the people that around us
I'm not
and that we love.
loud, but I do agree with the other part.
so so what I'm saying is like they know people that know us know that we got good hearts. And they know if they tell us you the only person I got, don't nobody else love me, I ain't got nobody everybody else to turn their back on me, you gonna be like, dang man, I really
That
am the only
works.
person that
That only works for so long.
Yeah,
yeah, and then you also got to start asking yourself, like, why am I the only person that's still holding on to your stupid rump? Why everybody else to let you go? Like,
Right.
you're the problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I'll speak just from a the point of view of a child whose mom was in addiction. My mom was in addiction, but I will say this: my mom passed when I was 13. But I will say it was almost like functioning, and almost like recreational. Like she handled her business. Me and my sister did not lack. We never went without. But anytime she had an excess of money, Oh, it was. You know what I mean?
But that's
Like
the thing. Like back then, they were functional. This
I
new
still
stuff.
know some. I still personally know a functional crackhead. Go to work,
Hmm.
handle business, and come when they get off from work, they smoking crack.
And
mm,
Tanisha, for you, like I never even known that about your dad because I didn't hung out around him plenty of times on the lane. Would have never.
what the hell, Leontay, girl? What?
Would it? I swear, because like again, if he did it, never did it around us. Never
Oh, for
acted
sure,
crazy or
And
insane like they do.
for
I
sure.
will say to clear the air, y'all, he never did it in front of me. He never did it around me. I never saw him do it, but I knew that he was in addiction. And
Right,
so, like, he respected me enough to not do it in front of me or around me, or he didn't even let none of his friends come around me with it. Like, if I
right.
was in the vicinity, they weren't even talking about drugs. They were talking about something completely different. So I
Correct.
will say that.
Yeah.
But he was in addiction.
I feel like knowing your parent is in addiction versus having a parent, like some people we know, like they don't have the ability to parent because the drug is their only focus.
Hmm.
Is a blessing in itself that it never got that bad.
Yeah,
So
and you know what they say: do the drug, don't let the drug do you.
for
Once you
sure,
start letting the drug do you, then we got a problem.
for sure.
And like I know so many people, a lot of people around me smoke weed and all that stuff. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want to do. But like when you get talking about stuff harder than weed,
But the thing for me is, I also think weed is an addiction. I don't care how they turn it.
weed
It's an
is an
Hmm.
addiction
It
because
is.
you can't. You
just
and
like
I
the
know
alcohol.
we probably gonna get a lot of people coming saying like, oh, but think
Mm,
about this. When you on your job, if they drug test you, if they piss test you today and you got weed in your system, you're fired. So it's a
hmm.
drug. I don't care how nobody spin it.
For
And
sure,
I
for
ain't
sure.
saying, like I said before, like I don't care what nobody else do. It's your money, you work for it, you spend it how you want to spend it.
Hmm.
I personally, it's not for me. And I done tried it. Like I'm woman enough to say I done tried it before. I done tried it a couple times. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. So if it's for you, it's for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want anybody thinking like, oh, they getting on here bashing people that smoke weed and no, we're not. We're just saying I'm saying it ain't for me. I can't speak for the other
For
people.
sure. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you this, it's just like I tell my residents, and I tell y'all this all the time, like depending on like what's going on, like when I get to heaven, God ain't asking me about nobody but myself. He gonna say, what did
Hmm.
Hillary do? He's not worried about what Joe Blow did. Like that's not my prerogative, it's not my business. But overall I know it can be hard to love somebody in addiction. And you have a right to be like, hey, you in addiction, I don't really want no parts of that. I don't want to be with you, I don't want to deal with you. None
And
of that.
I will
Because
say this. I walked away from a relationship because of addiction. It wasn't drug addiction, but it was alcohol.
Hmm.
He was an alcoholic. And I completely walked away. Like I knew he drunk, but I didn't know he drunk that bad. And when you wake up in the morning and before you even say good morning to me, you reaching on the side of the bed for a beer, we got a problem.
Yeah.
And so, I loved myself enough to walk away from that.
for
And
sure.
so, addiction can be a multitude of things. It ain't just got to be booger sugar, heroin, and all that stuff. It can be whatever somebody's addicted. Gambling, that's an addiction. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Sports betting. Y'all was out of
yes,
control running down there to Biloxi. It's
and
out of hand,
so
man.
it's just if you know that that's not something that you like or that you want to do, love
Yeah,
yourself enough to walk away from it.
for sure.
The
And
dude I'm
granted,
talking about
like,
had proposed to me. This nigga had proposed to me, y'all. And I found out like he was an alcoholic on top of some other stuff, but I walked away from it.
yeah. And like I have several, family members that are addicted to alcohol. My daddy is. Like, I don't believe I've ever in my adulthood seen my daddy drink anything besides Bush and Parmesan. Like, I don't think I've ever seen my daddy drink water. I don't think I've ever seen him drink a Pepsi or anything. Like,
What kind of Parmesan he drinking?
the regular Parmesan.
God
Ba-
dang. That Parmesan put some hair on your chest, eh?
Baby, he drank it
I
regular
ain't never liked Parmesan.
with Bush.
That man got a rock good.
That's why look like he weighed 90 pounds soaking wet now.
I was at work, y'all, and one of my coworkers was like, yeah, my uncle gonna make some beer liquor. And I was like, what is beer liquor? And literally they take vodka and a beer and mix it with that powdered lemonade and drink it. And she said it's so good. But I've never heard of beer liquor. And I was like, you mixing beer and liquor? And she said vodka.
That's kind of like my Corona Rita that I get when I go to
Yeah,
the
but that's a
Mexican.
horrible headache, though. That's a bad
That's what
headache.
I would think too. And she was like, you can only drink two. Like once you get that second one, you is over with.
Mm-mm, I ain't worried about it, sweetheart. You ain't got to worry
Was that
about me
thunder?
Not here.
here. Okay. All right. My last question is, it was how can we support people in addiction? But I think it's important to note that all help is not good help.
And it's not
Sometimes
wanted.
it's not wanted. Sometimes, and they have to want it for themselves, right? So you can't say, "Hey, you drinking all this alcohol? I feel like you really need help. Here are all these resources. This is what you need to do." You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that look like for y'all? Like if you have someone that has been close, how did you support them through it? Or not? Or you just had to say like, "Hey, I can't help."
Um, and completely being open because it ain't no secret. Every single time my little brother go to jail, everybody sending me his screenshot anyway. Like it's public thing. Everybody knows. So I had to learn like with him. I gave him a pep talk. Like usually I'd be like, that soft spoken big sister. But it got to the point I told him, I said, I'm done. This is your last strike with me. Like his last strike was his last strike. Like this one, like I'm prepared, like not to do no reaching, not to do no type of nothing. Like I'm prepared for whenever he come because I just feel like, every time you do, like everybody around you cheering for you, giving you everything that you need. And it's like he gotta want it for himself. Like that's what I had to realize. Like you just gotta want it for yourself. And us telling you, I feel like us saying like his family constantly badgering him and telling him you need to do this, you need to do that is what's making him really just don't give a damn and keep doing it. So I mean, I don't know because it's not me, so I can't pass judgment on him. But I just know as far as me and that situation, like I'm just done with it. Like I'm all out of options. I'm all out of words. I'm all out of resources. Like I'm all out of sending money. I'm all out. And the first thing he do, like I got people that work up there at the jail. They'll be like, he be up there talking about me, calling me all kind of bitches because I don't answer the phone. I'm not going to. Good, get mad. I'm not gonna answer the phone. This is what you have earned. Like once you get yourself together, I'm back being that big sister that you can pick up off the ground and twirl me and swing me in circles, and I'm punching your back, and we having a good old time. But until then, it's like I don't want to do it no more. Like because it's tiring. It's very
Mm-hmm.
tiring. Like and it's an emotional drain because literally every time I see him, it made me want to break down because I'm like, damn, what he look awful. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep doing it to myself because he don't care. He don't care. So it's just like I just gotta take a step back and just as bad as it may sound, but it's just you gotta take that step back and just let if he come around, he come around. And if he on that, trained to getting better, and I feel like deep in my heart like okay, maybe he is for real this time. All right, I'm gonna be on board with you, but it's not gonna be no 2-3 days out or a month out. No, nigga, we need
Mm-hmm.
some time. We need some time. I need to see some type of improvement. But
Yeah. It's
I
tough to lose somebody who ain't dead.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's go for a lot of things in a lot of different ways, but to basically lose your brother, yet he's still walking this earth, like that's hurtful.
Mhm. Cause y'all know me. That's my ace boom coon. Ace boom, but it's
He
like
done had some good times up there in Williams County.
yeah.
We sure did. I
Baby.
still got the
It's
videos of
up.
that day that fool was dancing.
Yeah, I had to get on his ass because one day he talk about what's up with knee. I said, don't piss me off. Then the next week when he knew he wasn't getting no pull with knee, he said, "You so fine." I said, "Chris, listen, I'm gonna have to tell you something. Something real,
You
real
know
quick.
Get up
Nah,
out
that
of there.
real
Chris crazy,
quick."
but I will say the best thing you can do for a drug addict that's close to you is not be an enabler.
Mm-hmm.
100%. 100%.
Because we literally had a patient that was on drugs and she came to the hospital, and then next thing you know, she in the room slumped, and her boyfriend was the only person that had visited. He had brought her some drugs. He had brought her some drugs into the hospital, and she in the hospital room slumped. We think we finna have to call a code because you that slumped because you done took something. And the
Mm,
only visitor you've ever had was your boyfriend. He's an enabler. So the best thing anybody can do that's close to a drug addict is not be an enabler. Like pull back.
mm,
Don't they gonna play mind games. They gonna try to do say everything and make you feel all types of ways, but you gotta be
mm.
strong. You ain't on
And
drugs. Your
tough
mind
love is the
clear.
best. Tough love is the best. And it's gonna
Yes.
hurt for a lot of people. It's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? It's gonna
Right.
hurt for you to be like,
It's gonna
no,
hurt
you can't
you.
stay
It's
with
gonna
me. No,
hurt
you
you to
can't.
say
Oh, for
no.
sure. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying. You're gonna be
right.
hurting, but in the long run, you will be so thankful that you did it because you had to let
Right.
them hit rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You
Because
have to hit rock. Like sometimes people just gotta hit rock bottom to realize everything. Like once you
for
hit rock
sure,
bottom, everything kind of becomes crystal clear. And
hmm
as long as somebody keeping you afloat and you ain't to hit rock bottom, you don't know how
it
to
prolongs
appreciate
it.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it prolongs it.
It
Yeah.
prolongs it. You don't know how to appreciate them, and you thinking you invincible. No, you're not, because you can hit rock bottom, and you actually need to. And
Hmm
so, for the patient I'm talking about, like her boyfriend should have never brought her anything into that hospital. Now, not only have you slumped her, and about to have to call a code on her, you're banned. I don't think people realize how easy it is for us to ban somebody from a hospital. Like, if you come in the hospital acting a fool, doing anything, all I have to do as a nurse is call security and say, I don't want you back up here ever. They're going to put you on a ban list. You can't come back. So now you banned. Now you can't even see your girlfriend because you decided to bring her some drugs and be an enabler.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It just ain't worth it. If you have somebody in addiction that you love them enough to not enable them.
Mm-hmm.
Love them enough to say, listen, I love you, but I can't help you keep doing this. I'ma
hmm
pull back and you're gonna have to get yourself together. And if you don't get yourself together, you're gonna lose me. You risk losing me.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Baby, this show was a tough one.
Think it was too tough. Y'all think it was too tough? I think it's in reality, it's something that we have all dealt with in different facets, right? And so I think it's important for us to be transparent about that. Like it could be somebody watching this who's struggling with a family member or somebody who is in addiction themselves. Like
Right.
and
To
again,
food. And it's really hard to like people gonna be like, you so stupid. No. I'm addicted to food. And
I'm
it's
addicted to I'm addicted to money.
I'm not in addiction.
I'm addicted to money.
money is the root of all evil.
For the love of money. Know your Bible before you go to trying to quote it to me. For the love of money is the root of all evil. I ain't say I love money.
You don't love
I
it?
said
Oh.
don't do that.
Skin.
For the love of money is what the Bible say. Not the
What a
money
song.
is the root of all evil.
But
What
also
a
in the
song.
Bible, it does say that it's easier for a camel to pass through the needle of an eye than for a wealthy man to enter into the kingdom of heaven.
I don't know what that means, but all I know is
Oh,
I ain't
no,
going.
yeah,
All
bye.
I know is I ain't going broke. Praise be to God. God is amazing.
And mm, 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 mm. That's really all I have for today. I just as an ending word, like anybody who is truly in addiction, that doesn't have to just be drug addiction. It could be gambling, it could be food addiction, alcoholism, just whatever it is. Like
Not
I
food
would,
addiction, Brittany.
It is. It's really serious, and it's really bad because it's like
Brittany do got a whole folder that's just saved food videos.
it
Oh yeah,
It
is.
she
is
do.
It is, and it's like I sometimes I just eat because I'm bored, and then don't let my food be good. Like last night, don't let my food be good. Like last
Lord,
night.
we opened up with a prayer. We're gonna end with a prayer. Dear God,
Yeah, we're gonna have to pray
please.
again. We all on this podcast, we're gonna have to touch and agree for real. Like we got to bind this spirit of addiction of food up with me for real before I be out
Brittany,
here
you're
for
the
real in a wheelbarrow. Yeah, in a wheelbarrow before I be out here.
get doctor now on the line.
Now. And make it so bad I have a sticker on my refrigerator that says who's your enabler. Now sticker on my refrigerator that says who's your enabler. It's me.
Brittany
It's
do love
myself.
food, y'all. Brittany
I
love
do it.
food
This
more than any
And
of
she got high
us.
blood pressure. That's
Hillary
crazy.
is when I eat pork chops. When I eat that pork, when I eat that pork, y'all,
That's
my
not
ankles,
normal.
yeah,
And
my
what's
ankles get
crazy
to
is
swelling and
she
tingling.
always cooking. She always cooking pork shoulder. That girl loves some
I
pork shoulder.
I cooked the whole part of the whole part of the pig. Besides, I ain't had no chitlins in a long time. But baby, I cook the shoulder, I'll cook the feet, I'll cook the tails, I'll cook all of that. I got to stop that for real. But it's like, growing I grew up around that type of food, around that type of eating, but
Breaks curves.
I
Breaks
know it's
curves.
not good for me. It's bad for me, but it'd be so good when I get up in there and I throw that
I'm
Kimber's
telling
up in
you,
there and
like
throw
you
them
really have
onions
to
up in there.
break
It'd be
that
so
because
good.
you really have to break that. Because when Mama come to my house, she be like, "Okay, Miss Healthy," because like I really do buy healthy stuff, and
Right.
I really am a healthy person, y'all. Like I done went to the doctor and got every scan you could lab, everything, and I'm just a healthy fat person. But like the food that I buy, I only buy mostly I buy organic stuff. And so my mama be like, "Okay, Miss Healthy." Yeah, I am like I'm going to spend my money on good quality stuff. Y'all just
For
gave me this
sure.
gene. Y'all just gave me this fat gene that I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah, and it's like I be telling myself, I be like, I know a lot of plenty of because people like they'll make a comment like, basically like you not happy or you not healthy because you bigger. I know a lot of healthy and happy
I've never been
bigger
happier in my
people.
life. I've never been
Period.
happier.
Like
Y'all, I swear to y'all, God is so amazing. Like my life is good. Like God is good.
Never been
I'm just
happier.
thick. And I'm thick, but my family thick. And so it genetics do play a part. Now I eat good. I ain't gonna lie, I do eat good. But genetics do play a part because like my family is thicker. And so, but for the most part, like more days out of the week than not, I eat healthy food. And if you look at my
mhm,
refrigerator right now, I got all organic stuff, healthy foods. And so it's just like, it's just the cards I was dealt. And you listen, it ain't never stopped nothing. When I tell you
nothing.
nothing,
Nathaniel.
Hillary, I sent Hillary a screenshot this morning. Somebody I talked to in high school is stalking me, y'all.
Sad.
I had to send Hillary a screenshot because it blew my mind. Like, high school? And you watching my Instagram story? Like, what's going on? So being thick ain't never stopped nothing because I done been thick most of my life.
Nothing.
So
Right.
I just want y'all to
What
know,
Lizzo say? We'd have been fat and we'd have been skinny. It
right?
still
Period.
ain't happening
We'd
with
had the
me.
best of both worlds, baby.
Swear to
Right.
God,
We'd had
Swear
the
to
real
God.
little
Like,
in school wearing size zero and Hollister's, baby. We'd
now
have
okay.
been
I ain't
there, did
Brittany.
that.
I ain't never gotten a zero. I ain't never gotten a zero. I got down to about a 10, 12, but that's about it.
I was an 8 one time. Like, if I go under a certain weight, y'all be thinking I'm sick.
Let me tell
You know what I
y'all,
mean?
this is
Like,
the God
me
honest truth.
being 175 don't even look right on me.
Yeah.
Tell y'all the God honest truth. I had lost a lot of weight my senior year. And my grandma looked at me and she said, "You don't need to lose no more weight. You starting to look like a crackhead." That lady said that to me. And and so so for me to be very skinny is not the goal. Like skinny don't look right on me, but I do want to be healthy and I do want to be a little bit smaller than what I am. But I've never earned to be skinny. Like I don't want to be skinny. I want to
For
be
sure.
slim, thick with my cute ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say, ain't it?
Period.
So, because
That what the
everybody
young
don't,
children say.
yeah. Because everybody don't look right skinny, and
Yeah.
I had to realize that sometimes my grandma say stuff and her delivery is way off. But what she say be kind of true because I had lost so much weight, like you could see my neck bones at that time. And what she was saying was, you need to stop because you done got a little too small for your frame. But she didn't say it
Yeah.
like that.
Mm.
You started like a crackhead. Like you didn't have to say all that, Rose Robinson. But like my neck bones was showing and stuff. Like, and so I don't want to be that small. But I
Yeah.
am in the process of losing weight because I just
For
want to
sure.
be healthy. My man want kids. I don't want to be this way bearing kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
doing it for other reasons. I'm losing weight for other reasons, but but we thick in my family, and I'm okay with that.
And granted, like, me saying I need to lose weight because, people tell me all the time, Brittany, you're not big. It's like I'm not comfortable though. Like, baby, if I got to spread my legs to put my shoes on, baby, it's getting out of hand. Yeah. If I'm huffing and puffing, if I'm huffing and puffing, like I sleep in the middle of the bed. I got a king size bed and I sleep in the middle. If I got the huff and puff and getting out the bed, baby, it's getting out of hand. If
And I'm gonna tell
You
y'all
when
been
this.
going walking though. You hadn't even been doing your walks like you were supposed to.
uh
I'm gonna
uh
tell y'all this. Listen,
Girl.
this is the God honest truth. I was at my heaviest when my man proposed to me. I done lost weight since then, but weight don't stop nothing. So
Nothing
I
but a
just want y'all.
period, babe.
Yeah, I just want y'all to know, like, my man, and I needed him to fall in love with me at my biggest so you could see the word, not the worst, but, so you can see me at my biggest, but now when I lose weight, you know what I'm saying, we can, but yeah, he proposed to me at the biggest weight I had ever got to.
and that's motivation, baby, for us to get in this dress because it's this dress I think you're gonna be so pretty in, but we're gonna get
Did you
through.
send it to me?
No, I got a whole list of stuff, and can we have like at the bridal party, like I want to have like somewhere like a little pizza bar. I love because this is our wedding too. So Hillary, you
Tell me
think of
why I
what
was
you want
at
in this
work
too?
the other day, and my coworker was like, I'm going to a wedding this weekend, my boyfriend's niece or something is getting married, and they're having pizza. I said, excuse me?
No, speaking of which, I just went to a wedding this past weekend. They did a pizza bar. Cutest thing I'd ever seen.
It is so cute.
Fabulous. Like, loved it down. Loved it.
What you
So
doing?
Nothing. I was just watching my iPad. I was gonna
God,
ask.
I missed you.
Thank you. Well,
that's Hillary child.
Wait, you don't miss me? You don't miss me?
I do miss you.
Don't we look
Okay.
like twins?
No,
Say cheese. We literally look just alike.
no, you don't.
Okay. I came here to ask. Do you know where my sword is?
To get a wrangle on him on Brennan,
I knew it was coming.
unless
I knew it was coming.
you want him to have to put him in alternative school.
Let me show them the meme. Y'all, I'm Brittany. You can get a backstory if you want to. I just want y'all to know when y'all see me comment this under y'all pictures, just know where my camera at, man. Cause
It's
why would that baby
Zoom
do
in.
that?
Zoom in, Hillary.
it's fuzzy.
Is it that baby
That
bothered me
story
so much?
is Brendan. He got a little. He's a brat. He's a spoiled brat. That's just what. And so, I told Brennan, his cover was wet. It was still drying. So I told Brennan, I said, Brennan, come on, it's time to get ready for bed. Time to go to bed. And he said, I don't have no cover on my bed, Mama. I said, I'm getting it. And he said, chill, Mama, chill, chill, chill. And I said, you don't tell me to chill. And I walked out of his room. And when I turned my back to walk out of his room, that's what he did. And I didn't
He
know
flipped her off,
that
y'all.
until,
He
yeah, he
swore.
flipped me off. Yeah. And I didn't know that until I'm laying in the bed and his camera was going off. And so, it's just like I watch, the old film. So I'm just clicking on it. And then I see him. I said, "Oh, this one is." I said, "Why he?" I said, "He's sitting up in the bed." I said, "Let me," because it show you like the last pose that they were in, and so at the end of the like he was sitting up, and so I said, "Okay, let me click on. I'm gonna click on this one." And y'all, when I seen that boy flipped me off behind my back, I wanted to wake him up at 10 o'clock and go whoop his ass. I did, and it was a mixture of feelings. Like my feelings was hurt because like, why would you do that to me? And
That
I'm
baby bad.
showing my man, and then I just called my sister and showed her, and they is dying laughing, and they was like, "Don't wake him up, don't whoop him, don't say nothing to him in the morning, just say don't send him to school with a bad day." I was hot the whole day. Like the next morning, good morning. Like I ain't even go get him after. I ain't even tell him on your way to work to go get Brendan, put him in my bed. Like I ain't even do nothing. That you staying there by yourself. And then that next day when I got him back from school, he looking for his iPad. He don't play about that iPad. He looking for his iPad, looking for it. And so I told him, I said, "Come here, come sit down." I said, "Do you know sticking up your middle finger is bad?" Like he know it is because he didn't got in trouble for it before. He said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "So why did you?"
Compliment though.
I probably watch it because Major be on Roblox and playing GTA and all this stuff and YouTube and that probably somewhere from that. But I was explaining, I was like, that's bad, right? And then I was like, "So why did you do that to mommy?" And he said, "I did it." I said, "Brennan," I said, "Yes, you did." I said, "You flipped mommy off last night." He said, "Mama, I didn't do that." So I pulled out the phone, showed him the thing, and he almost started to crack a smile. He almost did. And then I said, "Brennan, that hurt my feelings." And so he started playing with his fingers. He said, "I'm sorry, mommy. I don't want to do it again." I said, "Brennan, why did you do that?" He said, I don't know,
Cause you
mommy."
pissed him off.
Clearly, yeah. But it's the fact that he's 4 and he knows, like, I'm gonna flip my mom off when her back turned because she done pissed me off because I done told her to chill. Like you doing all of that for nothing. So, I done said, "Mama, chill," and you done went off on me telling me I don't tell you to chill. And so
He said,
as soon as I turned my back, he flipped me off. And then made a face with it. He said, "That's what he did." That's what he did.
That baby
That's
bad,
what he
man. That
did.
baby bad.
He
"See,
is.
I
He
thought."
really is. He is. And I won't hold you. I won't even try to sit on this podcast and try to act like he ain't. He is. He is.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap this one on up, if you will.
Because I gotta go ahead and feed this man in these churn. He gotta
Mighty
be to work
good.
at he gotta be at work at 2 o'clock in the morning, my lord.
Mary.
Yeah, I'm finna put on my little maid dress. Where is it? Where's it in somewhere?
Sad, man. It's slavery. Modern day slavery. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining.
You're on
You're
mute,
on
baby.
mute.
Y'all sound off below. Who's hosting next week? Brittany?
Brittany.
Okay, Brittany. Yeah. See what you got
Let's
for
see.
us.
I'm gonna see what we got. What we got. What we got. Let's see what I can
Okay.
simmer on up for y'all. We done went a little heavy this week. We might do a little light next week. Some school
Some light.
Her.
school about to
Light.
start and stuff. I got to get my mind right. I got to send all these children to school. Lord, I got to send all these children to school. Like this, the time where I really be like, Brittany, you set up here and had all these children. You got to
You
buy
do.
shoes not 3 times. You got to buy shoes back 12 times. You got to buy, and they need to put these children back in uniforms. Yeah, now that I got all 3 children in school, they need to put these children back in uniforms. Cause I
Get mad
can't
in
do it.
uniform.
Huh? His
Big man wear a uniform.
yeah, his dad about his stuff. But Jay Slick, y'all, she want Yeezys. I'm about to get her Tanisha phone number. I'm about to say, call TT Nene. Call her.
What size she wear?
20. A
I'm
20.
sorry.
A 20.
No, for real, Brittany. What size she wear?
Jason wear a 9. It's crazy. The girl can wear my shoe. I can't make this up. The girl wear a 9, 9.5. The girl is big. Like, but I'm
She
saying like big, like she tall and got
no,
a
like
big foot,
she basically
and she
lost
playing.
weight for real.
She
No,
just
I'm not
has a big
saying
foot. I
big like
wouldn't
that.
say
I'm saying
big.
like she got a boot on her foot, and she finna play flag football. She wants some Jordan cleats, girl. If you don't go somewhere, and I'm gonna go find the rubber on the bottom. Y'all remember the mats that we used to have in our houses when we was little? The rubber mats, they got the real hard stuff up on the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna just cut some of that off and put that up on a pair of her shoes. I ain't shit.
Man, listen. Hillary, close us out.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining us for episode 6.
You're
You're
on
on mute,
mute.
baby.
Was that Yuri?
Yes.
Yuri closing us out, man.
Bye,
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 y'all.
dog. Bye for real.